Cooking Appa.
Hi, this is Cooking Appa. Today I'm going to make a very simple and express soup, but it's going to taste really good. Like I always say, always use a soup to cook a soup. Meaning, today I'm going to make a bitter gourd or bitter melon soup, but I'm going to use a chicken stock. So it is already a soup to cook another soup. So if you have pre-made chicken stock, by all means use it. Appa today is just going to make my own chicken stock powder, which is 100% natural ingredients and 0 MSG and 0 preservative. I just need to prepare 1 bowl of hot water and give it 1 to 2 teaspoons of my chicken stock powder. That's it. 2 seconds, you get a very aromatic chicken stock. For those interested to get Cooking Appa's chicken stock powder, you can get it from Shopee for both Malaysia and Singapore. Now, then of course we have the bitter melon. Bitter melon here, I have half of it. A few things to take note. Number one, try to remove the center white portion part. Yep, that is very bitter. And secondly, try to cut it as thin as possible. Third thing, after you cut, you do soak it under cold water to keep the crispiness of it. And secondly, add in probably at least 1 to 2 teaspoons of salt, so that it can help to remove the bitterness from the bitter gourd. And what I will also do is to squeeze it like this, to squeeze out some of the bitterness. Some say, Appa, why is it you want to squeeze out the bitterness? That's the whole purpose of eating bitter gourd. Well, no, not exactly. Many people like to eat bitter gourd, but doesn't like the bitter gourd to be too bitter. Right? Of course, if you don't mind the bitterness, you don't have to. You can skip this step. Yeah. And then I have a few pieces of carrot, tomato, and also tofu. I'm using egg tofu today, trying to clean out my fridge. Normally for this dish, I will usually use traditional tofu. Let's start cooking. This soup is super easy. We are going to start with adding in the chicken stock. It already has flavor. That's very fast. Then we will put in the carrot, the tomato chunks, the tofu. You can also put in some meat if you like. Let me clear my kitchen top. I'm going to bring this to a boil, season it a bit, then only I will put in the bitter melon, because the bitter melon don't really have to cook so long. As a matter of fact, the longer you cook the bitter melon, the taste of the bitterness will come out even more. So this is after cooking under medium heat for another about 3 minutes. Now I can actually put in the bitter melon. Let's give it some seasoning. Few dashes of fish sauce. All the ingredients I use I'll put inside the video description so that you know where to get it. A little bit of salt. Few dashes of white pepper. And we just need to cook it for another about 2 minutes, then it is done. And right before serving, I'm going to add in one more thing, which is, I will tell you later. So this is after another 2 minutes plus. Almost there. I'm going to add in some Chinese seaweeds. Just few small pieces, no need to be too big, yeah? Because it will really expand to be really huge. And this one, you don't really need to cook them. After you put in 10-20 seconds, done. And now I can off the heat. See, the seaweed is done. Everything is done. Basically, the bitter melon, you only need to cook until it is, Chinese we say 断生, meaning when it is no longer raw. That is good enough. Very fast. Especially when you try to cook it as thin as possible. Done. See how simple it is? Right? I hope you like my very simple, about 6-7 minute cooking time bitter melon gut soup. If you like my video, do share my video on your Facebook to your friends. Come Cooking Appa Facebook fan page, okay? Like and follow button. Follow up on Instagram and subscribe to Cooking Appa YouTube channel. Thank you very much. Bye bye.